discovering new layers of your own identity. I look at him and I think, you know, who you are and what you've done makes me who I am.
You must get it from somewhere.
You can't imagine what it's like. I've actually got a real dad.
Well, just as long as you take things steady between you.
Oh, get lost. I've missed out on this half my life. I mean, I'm not going to start holding back now, am I? Now that the hardest bit's done and out of the way. I mean, look at this. Look. How touching is that? He gave me this as a token of all the time that we've missed.
You've no excuse for being late now then, have you? Which you will be unless you get yourself out of here within the next 30 seconds. Plus, you've only just got yourself back into credit, sunshine. Don't go using it all up at once.
Go on, get going and rise above it.
Don't worry, my parade is rainproof.
Make you die. Nip out for a bacon sarnie, end up rounding your staff up off the street.
Well, Ailey's in, isn't she? No point having a dog and barking yourself.
I've always found that a slightly distasteful metaphor, even when not employed in a context pertaining to my wife.
Hey, yo, excuse me, miss. But isn't it supposed to be welded to your ear?
So I forgot, innit? I'm like so not a morning person.
What, like you also forgot to tell me about all the pop you've been taking without paying for?
You don't understand about additives, man. There's loads of kids my age addicted to them. I mean, we're talking stress, parental neglect, homework. I drink pop and get sugared up. Could be a lot worse, eh?
Well, no, I understand all about additives. You know, believe it or not, I used to be a teenager myself.
You mean you didn't appear as a fully formed, cruel and heartless parent? I don't mind think there were no kids before they came along.
Okay, thank you, Sally. I'll have you a second. Listen, Amber. Look, when I start taking enough, find that I'm losing more on soft drinks than I'm taking, I think I'm entitled to tell my daughter that she's stealing. You know, and I can't have that.
I've told you I'm an addict. But hey, if it'll stop you moaning, I'll fight it, all right?
Well, I appreciate the sacrifice.
What are you all doing later?
Same as we do every day.
Sit in a wall and get blamed for stuff. Mind if I'm there? No? We'll have anyone who'll pay for their own chips.
Morning. That's what sailors used to do in the old days, you know.
Sorry?
Knock on the bread. Chase out the weevils.
Hey, I hope you're not implying there's someone up with my bacon, lad. It's a symphony in flour and water is my bacon.
Shall I go out and come back in again?
And it's fresh. You chuck one of my rolls up in the air, it'll float down like a leaf.
I'll try it sometime. Can I just have a custard?
It's 65 for cash, that. Hey, I tell you what, you feel this. Oh, it's like a day-old chick, is that? Go on, feel it.
No, I'll pass, thanks. Cheers.
Dad, this just came from the letting agency. Not only are they saying that we've got to renew the lease, but they're going to put the rent up and all. I don't really think they are.
Oh, well, let's have a weigh up, eh? Ah. It's nothing we can't handle.
I better go and check they haven't burnt the place down.
Yeah, well, it won't be from the heat of frenzied activity, I can guarantee that. Bit like this gaff and all. See you later. Any danger here, Roy?
Oh yeah. One bacon on toast, one sausage and tomato.
That's it, Top. Hello, lads. Work going all right, is it?
Not too bad, thanks.
Yeah, if you like that kind of thing.
Oh, and 2 coffees.
That's it. Bet you'd rather be on your holidays, though, eh?
£4.80. Frankie getting on all right, is she, Nathan?
As far as I know. I haven't heard from her since the weekend, but suppose she must be, eh?
No big surprise there, though, is it, eh? Because once she gets the sun seeing sangria down her, poor, she is a wild woman, that Frankie. I used to needle her the day after I got back.
Yeah, we'll get to your age, Danny, you know.
You got a point there, kid. She wore me out. What can I say?
Of course. All that Spanish good time stuff, you know. You, Frankie, Jamie. Suppose it's like the other things in your life, eh, Danny boy? Gone.
Oh, you well shut him down there, Nate.
I hope it wasn't inappropriate of me to inquire.
No problem, Roy. I'll tell you who you're asking once I get through.
You only have to look at him, you know, and it's all there. The genetic bond. There's a kind of sophisticated reserve going on. Yeah, strong, yet understated.
Oh, you could be describing yourself.
This is no ordinary person, you know. Oh, no, this is someone who's seen the world. Things other men can only imagine.
Yeah, well, you've definitely got that in common.
Oh, take no notice. It's an event in my house if my dad gets out of his chair.
Either way, it's still no excuse for Baldwin to be a miserable swine wheel like he were yesterday.
Yeah, well, maybe that's because he's got a business to run, eh?
Come on. You were well out of order. Having a go at you like that in front of our foot pub?
Anyways, it's all over now. We've bonded. Yeah. He exposed his hidden caring side.
Yeah, deeply hidden.
Hey, what's this?
Payday at Underworld.
Man without dad. What's this?
Pratt with constipation.
Come on, Jan, you're not taking it seriously. What's this?
Oi! Twice in one day, mincemeat. Now you really are pushing the limits of my legendary goodwill, son. Now get working for a change, eh? All of you.
Was that his hidden caring side?
Oh, don't say out to him. Not now he's bonded with Baldwin.
Oh, dear.
I could have recited that off by heart if you'd have asked. Killer cabs. Not exactly good advertising, is it?
No, I've been stock taking all morning. It's the first I've seen of it.
Local firm face court, stroke, council crackdown. Great PR work there, Ronnie. I mean, it's not exactly what you expect, is it, to be run down and abandoned when you order a cab? I'll just have that, thank you.
No, but what? Killer cabs? There's no need for that, is there? Hmm? But listen, I suppose they could say that it was you the one that took Ronnie on in the first place, right?
Well, they already have, mate. Don't worry about that.
Then it's your responsibility, unfortunately, because it always comes down to management, and you know that.
That's really helpful, that, Dev. Thanks very much. I mean, can you believe that? Anyone think there'd been a flipping mass murder?
What, sells papers?
Well, and they don't care who pays, and in this case, me.
Should have seen his bottom lip going, man, I tell you. He was like, should I say something or should I leave it? He proper bottled it.
Yeah, good job. Got the mood I was in, I was going to drop him.
Yeah, but giving him earache, that just slaps him down even more, doesn't it?
You know, to be honest, it's me who's been slapped down. Frankie goes off to Spain on her own. I mean, what's that all about? Really gives off a good signal about the relationship, that does, doesn't it?
Hang on a minute. She's asked you to move in, hasn't she? It's hardly a knockback.
Yeah, but she's doing my head in.
Yeah, but it's your head she's doing in, not Danny's. Hey, you're the winner here. Remember that. Tell you what, you're that much of a winner, you can put the kettle on.
Oh, Scavin again.
No, I've finished my deliveries and Violet's taking me for a drink, aren't you?
No, the other way round. Hey, I don't know if you've seen Sean today, but he's absolutely full of himself, so thanks for looking after him, you know.
Well, he's a mate. What are you going to do?
Well, either way, meant the world to him, and to me. Anyway, thanks. Let's get going.
This is not right.
But you are sure that it was Brian you saw at the window? I mean, it really could have been anyone you know.
Look, I told you, it was definitely him, and he was hiding from Sean. I can't just leave it.
Girls, come on. Ask me what time it is. Go on, please. Ask me.
Could it be?
5 minutes from when you last told us.
Hey, I've had a total accessory makeover. Does my wrist look limp in this?
It does if you keep waving it about.
Sean, love, we've seen it. It's a lovely watch. Now give over going on about it, will ya?
Janice, wash your mouth out.
This is the watch of my father.
And he might have to give you a job to go with it. Now, are you some sort of a dinlo, mincemeat? Because I've warned you twice already.
Sorry, Mr. Baldwin.
I'm sacking him.
Oh, Danny, just leave him. He's just excited, that's all.
Listen, what he does in his private life is up to him, but I am not having it here. He's stopping everyone from working. And when did you get these?
He's just found his dad after 20 years. This morning, why? What's up with him?
Because it's like eating a breeze block, that's why. No, I'm sorry, love, I ain't having it.
Danny, could you imagine you and Jamie not having contact for all that time, mate?
Well, he'd probably be all for it.
Yeah, well, would you wish that on anybody else?
I'm still sacking him.
Danny, babe, just eat your dinner. The work will get done.
And what's going on there anyway? Hey, of all the mates Jamie can have, he chooses him.
Why not write to us with your own minicab horror experiences? Turn to page 9 for more comment and opinion. Fantastic, mate. Well done. Streetcars proprietor, Mr. Steve McDonald.
I've said I'm sorry. It's not like she ran you over, is it?
Do they think Killer Cabs doesn't quite get it across?
Here we go. Join our campaign to clamp down on the cowboy cabbies. That'll be you, mate.
You see, I'm just rising above all this.
And amid the sweetness and light, the calls just kept flooding in.
Not. I've lost plenty of jobs. But I've never had it announced in a paper till now.
It's all right, it won't come to that.
Don't bet on it.
Is that supposed to help?
You don't need my help, mate. You're perfectly capable of cocking up a perfectly good business all on your own.
Oh, give it a rest, eh? Here we go.
All right. Busy or what?
See, now everybody reads the papers.
Well, I've done your brake lining, so one bill, as soon as you're ready. See ya.
Cheers, Ty. Hey, Ty! Bit of a tip, mate. Keep your eye on Molly. Steve's got some extra time on his hands.
Oh, that's well out of order.
Oh, just give her a rowing in here. It's bad enough as it is.
Well, if you can't trust your friends, who can you trust?
Were you together at the time?
Oh, we've been over all this before, lads.
I think we're going to go through it again.
Look, if I go to a garage in my car and I get out, you don't drive it off, do you? If I go to the pictures and I go for a wee, you don't get in my seat, do you?
Right, I'll leave you to it, lads.
Can you define for me the word together? In your own time.
Oh, nice.
Mincemeat, get in the office, please.
I'm just going to take these back, but listen, bear in mind what I said there.
Right, now, you have come that close today, boy. That close. You got it, but against my better judgment, you're still in work. Just. But I'm telling you this, any more fannying around out there, and I will not discuss it, you will be on your bike, all right?
Yes, Mr. Baldwin.
Good. I know you're happy, son. Just be happy somewhere else.
Yes, Mr. Baldwin.
Door.
She just does my head in. I just don't like her. She's so irritating. Should have seen what she called me. She should have heard what she called me.
Well, she
Have you had no tea? What's that got to do with it?
What? Hang about. There's a whole shop full in there. Get your own.
Oh, here, get hold of this then. What's in here? Bit of a bonus from my dad's shop, innit? Get one? There's loads.
I don't care how long you've been baking. I know when something's stale. And these are stale.
Give them here.
Beyond stale, actually.
Look, if you're not happy, you can have your money back. Go and get your bread elsewhere in future.
Dad, no, just have your money back and take something else, eh?
Hey, never mind that. No. Nobody disparages my professional integrity. Not in here.
All right, so what would you rather I do? Stand outside with a big sign? You could put a car windscreen through with one of them.
I'll tell you what, go and get yours and we'll give it a go, shall we?
Not funny.
Well, stop whinging.
Look, all right. All right. There's just been some mistake.
We chuck out old bread every night as soon as we're short. In fact...
So, am I the only one saying this, or what?
So far. I mean, you're the only one... No, Molly, leave them, love. I'll do that later.
No, can't be offending customers, can we?
I tell you what, why don't you just keep my money? And I'll send you my dentist bills next time I break my teeth on one of your vanillas, eh? Still got your job, then?
Oh, yeah. Should make a point of acting miserable from now on.
I do hope you realise that there was a bit of diplomatic skill from one of your mates going on as well. You know, mediating on your behalf, like.
Yeah, I'm surprised the UN hasn't been calling, asking you for tips. You're after something, I can tell.
Well, seeing as I put a word into Danny to stop him giving you sack...
Here we go.
How about you having a word with Jamie about him giving Danny another go in Dad's steaks? You know, based on your recent experience, what do you reckon?
Because when Danny's happy...
Everybody's happy, especially me. And he's not happy.
Well, Leanne, I know that you'd love Jamie and Danny to be like the Waltons, but I just can't see it myself. I mean, Jamie didn't want to know, so I don't see how anything I can tell Jamie is going to change that.
All right. So that's all to get for doing you a mega favour?
Oh, no. I don't want you to think I'm not grateful. No, I'll even buy you a drink, kid.
I should have let him sack you.
Good day, Miss Leanne.
What are you having?
Oh, a pint, please. Not working, Les?
would be amusing, pal, if it weren't so tragic. I mean, I've never been one of these who lives to work, as you know. But when I've got a proper job, and I'm getting on with it, minding my own business...
People are always going to need taxiing, Les. Unless Agro will be over in a few weeks.
Yeah. And streetcars will be history by then. Just you watch. Stick another one in there.
Thought you weren't bothering.
Oh, naff off. I'm 2 minutes early. Anyway, I've just been having another boardroom consultation with my boss.
Still apologising, is he?
Not exactly, but I was spared further deep and meaningful insights into the father-son relationship.
Even though he is the expert?
Oh, well, he did try yesterday. Give him his due.
Well, that's the thing about my dad. He fakes sincerity very well.
Well, either ways, I've got no time for petty animosities. They're way beneath me. And with that in mind...
You're starting your shift?
Well, in 5 minutes. I just thought, seeing as it's Father's Day coming up, and I've got one, I'd book us into somewhere dead posh. Yeah, a restaurant, like, you know, and get him to insist on paying for it, like you do. Shift.
If you're that wound up with it all, then say something.
Like what? I'm not sure, but I think there's something weird going on with your dad you just rediscovered.
Yeah, but if there is something wrong, then the alternative is he finds out for himself, and by that time, I don't know.
By that time, anything could have happened, and me saying something could have stopped it.
This one's what? Orange and vodka. Orange and vodka, lemonade and vodka, dandelion and burdock and vodka. Not sure about that one.
Hey, yo! At what time are you coming in?
I'll ring you.
Only so I can organise my life, you know, like normal people.
I said I'll ring you.
Well, you know what? If you can keep getting it, we're going to keep drinking it.
No problem. To the catchy show? Then that ain't gonna happen. Here, take the rest home and destroy the evidence, innit?
Kelly, what do you wear to a semi-formal occasion with your dad? You know, something that makes a discreet statement rather than a public announcement.
I would definitely say a little black dress. But that's not really going to work for you, is it?
No, not with my dad.
Sean, does Brian know about this?
It's meant to be a surprise.
It's going to get burned, you know. I can see it coming.
Yeah, but you can't say anything now.
Look, the more carried away he gets, the worse it's going to be when it comes unstuck. Sean, have you got a minute?
Yeah, beer, crisps, pork scratchings.
Probably best if we go out back.
Yeah, go on. I'll serve.
I'm very sorry that you feel that way. Look, you do know that everything that's been written in the paper is a total exaggeration. No, of course I understand. No. Right. Well, thanks for letting us know. OK. Stick your contract, you sanctimonious cow.
Another satisfied customer.
What's going on?
Social services feel they can no longer do business with a firm whose reputation has been tarnished. Well, I'd like to tarnish your head.
Oh, well, that's one of the biggest jobs we've got. 10% of the turnover goes through them, at least.
So shall ye reap.
Oh, shut up, Lloyd. If anyone's being sanctimonious...
Me? Well, I'm sorry for your delicate feelings of being offended. I mean, far be it from me. I mean, after all, you've only seduced me girlfriend and ruined the business while you were at it. And I do mean at it.
Well, maybe I should strangle my business partner while I'm on a roll, eh?
Shut up, the pair of you, because you're giving me a headache.
It was Ronnie that nobbled us, not me.
You took her on.
How was I supposed to know she was going to drop us in it?
Eileen, on the vague off chance that we get any calls, I'll be in the pub. Less morons.
Well, things just keep getting better and better.
Right, so let me guess. You're coming out and you want me to be the first to know.
Look, I wasn't going to say anything, but, I didn't want to see you get screwed around and everything go pear-shaped.
Well, I'd stand a better chance if I knew what on earth you were talking about.
When we went to see Brian, he was there. And I don't know why, but for some reason, he was keeping away from you.
Well, why would he want to do that? Hang on a minute. You were in the van.
Well, he was at the upstairs window.
Well, why didn't you say anything before?
Well, I don't know. I mean, when we got back, you were making such a big deal out of it all.
A big deal? James, this is my dad we're talking about. I mean, you might not want to make a big deal of yours, but I'm making up for a lot of lost time here.
I'm just saying be careful. I mean, I don't think he's, you know, being entirely straight with you. I'm just trying to look after you.
Well, I don't need looking after. And I don't get it. Somebody twitches a curtain and next news you're making up some great big conspiracy theory.
Well, I obviously shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah. I think you're probably just a little bit jealous.
You think I'm deprived, therefore I'm taking it out on you?
Well, I don't know. But you're not going to spoil this for me, Jamie. Nobody is. Not now.
Well, just forget I said anything then.
Well, I don't think I can forget it, actually. So I'd appreciate it if you kept your bitterness to yourself from now on.
Just trying to do you a favour.
Yeah, well, I don't need you to. I've got a family.
Where's Jamie?
I'll wait for you outside.
Off being bitter and twisted somewhere else, I hope. I can manage now, thanks.
It's all right, babe. I just wondered if you'd had a chance to put a word in yet.
Can I get you anything else, can I?
Are you just going to ignore me now?
Can I suggest that you shut up and leave me alone? Because I've got no intention of talking about Jamie or Danny or anyone else's problems for that matter, OK? Because I don't have any. All right?